Hello, everyone. Mary Ann LeRay here at the filling station. And we have another exciting guest here in the recording studio, my friend, Eileen Dove.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, Eileen, I'm so excited that you are here today and we can talk about, we can remember.
Yes.
Way back. Well, we're in a season of remembering. You know, this is Holy Week.
That's right.
And we're marching to the cross.
Yes, we are.
And we are remembering.
Yes.
Why we do that.
Exactly.
And every time we get together, we remember how National Day of Prayer got started, not only in the country, but how it got started in Jones County. That's what we are here to talk about today is the Jones County National Day of Prayer. And it's set for the first Thursday, May 7th at the Jones County Civic Center.
Correct.
So let's go back and share with all those who are listening. Remembering when.
Remembering when.
Yeah. So give us a little history.
Well, we cannot go back without going back with Miss Esther Stott.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss Esther Stott was the one who coordinated Jones County National Day of Prayer. And every time that time rolls around, and from time to time I think about her, I know you do too. And I think about when I approached her when she was doing it all by herself. And I asked her, did she need some help? And she was so surprised that I asked, I helped. I did it quite a few times by myself, and she felt like I needed some help. Isn't that amazing? And that's how you came on board. She said, I have someone that I believe that both of you will do a good job. She said, you have light personalities, your spirit, and I know with both of you, the National Day of Prayer, Day of Observance in Jones County will continue. And that is the beginning of our friendship.
Yep.
And we've been doing it ever since. Don't ask me how many years.
I know.
I just do it.
I think I jumped in at about 2011.
I think you're right.
I think it was 2011. I have a notebook that I keep all of my history notes because when people want to know, I like to be able to refer back. But Miss Esther was a member of our church, Pottsville Presbyterian Church. And thinking about Miss Esther Stott, she would, and talk about Easter, she would always wear the most beautiful Easter bonnets. You would never know what hat she would wear.
Yeah.
She would go to several services. She'd come to ours, then she'd go to her brother's church, and she was ready for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miss Esther, retired teacher, moved here from New York, back into Jones County. She loved children, loved the Lord, and she spoke so highly of you, and talking about the National Day of Prayer. And of course, she promoted it at our church and asked us to share. And you're right. She sent out all the invitations right by herself. She did have her sons help some. But in the later years, as her health was declining, she kept asking, would you be willing to connect and meet Eileen and I can share with you what we're doing? And I said no several times. How many times do we get an invitation from the Lord and we just say, no, I don't have time for that.
That's right. But if it's His will.
Yeah, but it's been such a blessing,
I know.
Right? It's been such
It has. It really has.
And you know, you're talking about similar spirit.
Yeah.
You and I don't spend a whole lot of time together.
Never.
But whenever this time rolls around, it amazes me how quickly that we can pull together a program.
Right.
And things just kind of
fall in place. Yes.
And that speaks that really speaks
volumes
to the people in Jones County, their commitment to attend.
And it gets stronger and stronger every year.
But just like you and I were talking before we started recording today, you had several people that came up to you last year says, I would be willing to pray next
Exactly.
year.
Yes.
And so
Yes. That's wonderful.
isn't that wonderful?
Yes. So it makes planning the next year much easier.
Yeah.
And you get a even better feeling about it.
Yeah.
As if you could get a better feeling
Right.
about praying because they're so willing. So I'm expecting
Yes.
the same thing this year for people to come up. But it's a good thing when we have it and we get a chance to just talk to the people.
Yes.
Not just do the program,
Right.
but actually mingle and talk and and just say thank you. And
Yeah.
out of all of that, we get people that want to be a part of it.
Right.
Now that says a whole lot.
And it's
That's a
not
blessing.
us putting a square peg in a round hole. People are just standing up and saying, let's do this
Let's
thing
do it.
together.
That's right.
And it's from people from
Unity.
all parts
Yes.
of the county.
It is.
And-
Inside and outside our county. They may work in our county
Right.
or pastor in our county,
Yeah.
but they don't live in our county. Because I have some on program.
Yeah.
They don't live in the county, but they pastor in our county. So
Right.
they are a part of our county.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And prayer is prayer, no
That's
matter
right.
where you live.
That's right.
So,
Well, let's talk about the theme
Mm-hmm.
of the 2026. We're so grateful to the National Day of Prayer, the organization that was started 75 years ago.
yes.
And so, what's our theme this year?
The theme is glorify God among the nation, seeking him in all generations. And that is from 1 Chronicles 16th chapter and the 24th verse. Our 75th celebration theme.
And there's a picture here of our very first president in prayer
Isn't that wonderful?
on the flyer. Even our leaders.
This is a first. I think this is a first, right?
Even our leaders, right? Showing up in prayer, leading by example. So we have several folks that are involved, mayors, department heads, pastors,
Yes.
lay folks. We have people who are willing to sing beautiful music. And we're not going to tell you who is on the agenda because we want you to be just so
right.
excited to come and find out.
But since you mentioned singing, we do want everyone to know and be prepared when they come.
Yes.
Our closing song.
And what is our closing song?
When we all get to heaven,
Yeah.
what a day of rejoicing it will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and shout the victory.
Now, is Miss Jean going to be there to lead us?
I don't know. Usually Miss Jean is doing her sporting thing, but
Okay.
I don't know, but it will get sung. And as we do, we form a circle. Those that want to join hands,
Yes.
we'd love for them to do that. Those that prefer not to, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But we make a circle because
We
we're in
do.
unity when we sing that song.
That's right.
So,
So
I
we'll be
really
in the
look forward
large
to that.
auditorium.
The large auditorium
At the Civic Center. And we are so grateful to Jones County government for
Yes.
making this possible.
Right.
They've been so wonderful to work
They have
with,
been.
to accommodate for this
They
this
really have
countywide
been.
event.
And they're so willing.
Yep.
And we are actually scheduled ongoing.
Yes.
When I call to double check or just to let them know, we have you down, Eileen. So it's good
Wonderful.
when your county
Yes.
supports and do all that they can to make sure it happens.
In alignment.
In alignment.
Yeah.
In
So
alignment.
you want to make sure that you're there. What time shall people show up?
They can arrive as early as 11.
Okay.
As early as 11 o'clock. Hopefully, we will have some of the Jones Senior High students there to meet and greet. And we'll get a chance to talk with them a little bit before we actually get
Wonderful.
started. So come on out. Come early. We'll have plenty seating. You can sit wherever you want to. Everything will be set up to accommodate whoever.
The program actually starts at 11:30.
11:30
And then we'll start praying at noon.
at noon.
Right at noon. And if you've been a part of this program, you know that Eileen, she keeps things on task. That's what I appreciate so much about you. that
thank
you
you.
honor people's time. We know this is a lunch hour.
That's right.
People are breaking away from their work.
Can't stay all day.
And so we are very, very aware that people
Right.
are doing that. And we are starting promptly at noon, and we'll be done by 12:30. And then usually there are people that will just stick around and visit.
That's right.
Or step aside and pray with each other.
That's right.
But we're committed to be there for the hour.
For the hour, exactly.
Program.
Now, last year it did, something took place that hadn't usually taken place. I think some of the pastors.
Yeah.
People wanted prayer. Remember that?
Yes.
They wanted prayer. And they took time.
joined.
Everybody that wanted to come up for prayer, they prayed for those individuals.
I do remember
that was so
So
touching.
the pastors went to the front.
They did.
And did welcome anybody who needed.
that wanted prayer.
Now, I don't know about you. I could always use
do.
prayer. Now, this is a interesting story, Eileen, I'm going to share with you. One day I was having a conversation with somebody, and they said, well, how you doing? I said, I'm great. I always say I'm great.
Yeah.
Now, my circumstances may not be that
That's
way,
right.
but I always like to say I'm great. And this person responded and said, you always say you're great. Does nothing ever happen to you? And I said, oh, well, I didn't really realize you wanted to get into my prayer list. Now, we can get right into it if you want to.
If you have a few minutes.
Nobody that walks this earth is going to be not have anything.
Not have anything
right.
going on at
We
some
always
time.
have
Yes.
things that are happening.
Right.
So whether you offer it in silence or you pray with someone there is so important. And coming together as a community,
yes.
honoring. And I believe that's the reason Jones County continues to be blessed
Yes.
over and over and over again.
Right.
And how about, here's another thing. You've been a Jones County employee.
Yes, I have.
Now,
for 30 years.
And you're retired.
Yes.
Are
Thank the
you
Lord.
so excited about all these young people that are stepping up into leadership?
Oh, man.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
Isn't
It's
it
amazing.
wonderful?
I mean, my eyes literally, as if they could get any bigger. But I'm like, I remember.
I bet you did.
Some of these same young folk in my rec program.
Isn't it
They were
exciting?
in my recreation program, and I'm just so amazing. Everyone, I just congratulate all of them anyway.
Yeah.
Whether they were part of the program or not. But when I see that type of leadership, I'm like, Lord, I thank you. I thank you.
Yes.
And they came back
Yes.
to Jones County.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just amazed because I'm like, wow. But when I stepped aside, I was hoping somebody younger would step up because I served my time, and somebody did step up.
Yeah.
And then when his time is over, I hope another one would step up, and that's how our county grows. You know, good leadership.
So, having said that, right, we are always preparing for the next generation.
That's right.
And going back to our theme, glorifying God among the nations, seeking Him in all generations.
All generations. That's
And
right.
so that what I see here in Jones County is honoring seniors. I know you love working with the senior program.
Oh, yes.
We're honoring seniors. We've got better reporting out on how well the kids are doing in classes. Schools are being lighthouse schools and leadership schools, and people are coming back and living in Jones County. And now you're seeing generations that are growing together, and that just really speaks to the theme of the National Day of Prayer this year,
and from the beginning of time.
Absolutely, that's right.
Actually, there's, when you think about it, there's nothing new under the sun.
No.
God already said what was going to happen and what would take place from generation after generation, and we're seeing how the generations are just growing, getting better, changing. So there's nothing actually new the Bible is fulfilling. And it's just wonderful to see. And you really have to connect everything that happens to that word.
Yeah.
Because it's there. It's already there. So, and when you know that, and when things starts to happen, you already know that he said he will provide a refuge for his people.
That's right.
So all these worldly things, we just got to do what we are coming together to do.
Right. Stand on his word and his promise.
And his promise. And stay prayerful.
That's right.
That's it. So that's what makes doing this so fulfilling.
Yeah.
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 It's a spiritual trip that
is.
I enjoy. It really is.
And there'll be some folks that step up and say, Eileen and Mary Ann, you all have been doing this for a while. Would you like for us to take it? And there'll be a time. There'll be that time.
There will be.
It's all in his time.
It is. And I really don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I've done what I feel like thus say the Lord that I should do. I was put in this position.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done it.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to still do it. But when that time comes, and it will come. Yeah. It's gonna come.
Right. I also want to speak to the team of people that are behind us.
Yes.
We have some great folks that are putting signs out.
Yes.
They'll pick the signs up and put them out. They'll pick them up after the event. We have folks that are passing out flyers and doing social media shares.
And set up our welcome table.
Setting up welcome table. You've got county employees that are setting our chairs up. And they're just many hands make the work lighter.
Make it lighter.
And when we all come together.
That's right.
And we just do a little bit.
We do.
Then it is joyful.
And it's done. And it's joyful.
It is joyful.
And I do want to mention too, Mary Ann, those that have disabilities.
Yes.
That still are willing to come out.
Yes.
And volunteer in any way possible.
Yep.
And I'm speaking mostly about the seniors. And because you're not, but I am. I'm a senior. But when
it gets younger every year.
When I see the seniors make their way out, I mean, it's just so wonderful.
It is.
It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. And Ellen Hargett's doing a great job. And we will share with you that she is praying during the agenda. So
we'll share that.
Yeah, we'll share that one person. But we have like a lot
of a lot more.
12 to 15 people who are praying. We do want to say a special thank you to Theresa Lee, who is the National Day of Prayer State Coordinator, who prays over the event, she and her husband, Jimmy. And she may or may not be able to come because she's traveling throughout the state. But I think that we've shared just about all there is to share about the National Day of Prayer.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything, and we've let everybody know just how excited we are.
Yeah.
And how much we love the Lord, and we look forward to this day.
Yeah. So Thursday, National Day of Prayer is May 7th. And join us at the Jones County Civic Center. We'll start right at 11:30, 12:30. The food pantry here at the filling station will be closed. Filling station will be closed that day because we want to prioritize our time and observance of faith.
And my exercise class also will be canceled.
Wonderful.
So hopefully that class will come out and join us
right
at
over.
the National Day of Prayer. Right. That's it.
Yeah. So we'll look forward to seeing you all, and happy Easter to each and every one of you. Continue to enjoy your Holy Week, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you so much, Eileen, for coming.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to visit.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Come
Almost
back
like
anytime.
yesterday, right?
I know. I know.
So everyone have a nice Easter, and please come out and join us on the National Day of Prayer. Be blessed. Yeah. God loves you, and so do I.
Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.